Hi guys, so as requested, here's the tutorial for this dress. I did not record the sewing process, but I recorded the pattern process. So let's get into it. The first thing I'll do is draw a starting line, and this line is going to serve as my shoulder line. From the shoulder line, I'll come down and mark my chest line. I'll also mark my bust point line, and then mark my waistline and my hip line. I'll put down the same thing on this other side and I'll connect. On the shoulder line, I'm going to minus 1 inch from my shoulder measurement, which is my shoulder divided by 2 minus 1 inch. And I'll put the same thing down on the chest line. And the reason why I did that is because I don't want the shoulder to be too long. It's a sleeveless dress. So the next thing I'll do is come down from that line by 1 inch. And this is to create the shoulder slope. Now for the neck width, I'm going to use 3 inches. And for the neck depth, I'll come up from my bust point by 1.5 inches. And this is how deep I want the neck depth to be. So it just depends on how deep you want yours to be. If you want it to get down to the waist area, you can take it down there. If you want it 3 inches below the shoulder line, you can also do that. So it just depends on what you want. So after that is done, now I'm going to measure the total figure I have here and divide that by 2 so I can get the center. And afterwards, I'll go in 1/2 of an inch, and this is just to create my armhole curve. So now on the chest line, I'm going to mark my bust circumference divided by 4. On the waistline, my waist circumference divided by 4. On the hip line, my hip circumference divided by 4. And I'll also be adding ease to this measurement because it's a free dress. So on the chest line, I'm using 1/2 an inch for ease. On the waistline, I'm using 1.5 inches for ease. And on the hip line, I will use 2 inches for ease. After that is done, now I'll add my sewing allowance and connect. Now I'm going to create darts on the armhole area. So on the bust line, I'll mark my nip to nip measurement. And from this intersect here, so this joining here, I'll take 1/2 an inch on both sides. Afterwards, I'll connect that to the nip point using dotted lines. For the length of my dart leg, I'll use 3 inches and I'll connect. I'll come up 1/2 an inch from this dart leg here, and this is just to make up for any excesses. I'll take what I have on the hip line here, and I'm just going to put it down here. Now I need to mark where I want the top part of the gown to stop. So from the waist, I'm coming down and I'm marking 17 inches. And this is usually my short skirt length. So it just depends on where you want. If you want yours to go really low, if you want yours to be shorter. So just play around and figure out what you want to do. I'll get another pattern paper and attach it to the bottom so I can get the total length of my dress. After that is done, from the waistline, I'll mark the total length of my dress, which is the floor length, and I'll connect. Now I'll take what I have on the hip line and I'm going to bring that to the bottom of the dress. Okay, so because I don't want it to be a straight dress, walking might be a bit difficult. I'll add extra 2 inches so you'll have like a little A-line effect. So after that is done, I'm going to connect. Okay, so that measurement we came down from the waist, that is going to now be my short length, and I'm going to cut through this line. So you're just going to cut this out on your fabric and you join these two parts back together, and you'll also join the center front. You're going to do the same thing for the back. The neckline for the front and the back, they're equal, they're the same thing. I use the same neckline. So yes, this is basically the pattern I used to create the two-tone dress. And when you put that together, this is what you're going to have. So I hope this helped you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.